you have a bunch of different things. So first of all, if you want to upload slides, which you can't do on Zoom. So on Zoom, I was sharing my screen. I hadn't uploaded my slides. On here, I can actually upload my slides. So the ones that I'm using already, let's see if I can upload those. Okay, so it does something or the other to them. And then it's uploaded. I can just share and should be able to see them. Yeah, super easy to do. What you can also do, so hopefully you can see my screen, you can see the things on the top here. You can draw things if you want. If you have a blank slide in here, you can actually write your, draw your graphs or write your equations or whatever it is. Obviously, you need a touch screen of some kind to be able to write on the screen, but that's a hardware issue. So an iPad or whatever will work. And then I'm going to erase all of this. That's done. There's a pointer. It just works like any other presentation thing. So that's where you upload. That arrow thing is where you upload your presentations. You can also see the attendees here. So I'm the only attendee here, and I'm the moderator, so I can control everyone's sort of sound and everything. One other thing to show here is that if you're someone who writes on the whiteboard usually, you can, instead of sharing the slides, you can just share the whiteboard and then do whatever you feel like doing on it. Yeah. Because it's recording, it's going to save all of the stuff that I'm doing. So literally save everything. And then, of course, you can share applications, and it'll just ask you what application, your screen, or files, or whatever you want to share. There's lots of other things you can do here. I'm guessing none of you will actually be using much of this now, so I'm not going to go into it. And then finally, there is a chat button here. So I'm going to open up that and say hello to everyone. And there we go. So in my live stream lecture this morning, I turned off all of the mics. I muted everyone's mics and set them to post all the questions on the chat. Yeah. What you do need to do, which I kept forgetting, is in the settings. So that's this little circle here, session settings. Show what participants can do. So unless you let them post chat messages, they can't. Okay. At the very bottom of my screen, hopefully you can see, so there's my mic. So my mic is turned off on Blackboard. There's my camera, which is turned off as well. This little person is someone raising the hand, so I just raise my hand. So if your students have any issues or whatever, they can raise their hands and you can answer it or not, as the case might be. Yeah, so the softwares themselves are very similar. I think they work in kind of the same way. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you remember to record when you start, and then come back here and just stop recording when you're done. The bottom is where you leave the session. Yeah, and once you're done, over here, this is the link that you went into originally to start your session. That's where the recording will arrive. So once this is done, so when we get to 2:45, this join session button will go away. There'll just be a recording there.